Yeah, like we were talking and I forgot how we got on the topic of school. And I was like, she was like, yeah, like, because in middle school, I was like, oh, what middle school did you go to? She was like, you wouldn't know it. And I was like, try me. And she was, because we were both saying we went to private school for elementary and middle school. And she was like, it was like this small, like, Catholic school.
And you made it?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
you made it?
Everybody I know that went there got kicked out.
I went there because I almost got kicked out of the school that I was at before.
Like everybody I know that went there got kicked out.
I ain't had no problem. Well, I was about to say I ain't had no problems in school. That's a lie. So the thing is, I would get bored. So, and like, they don't skip you in like private school. So it's like, I'm done with all the work you've given me for class. I'm done with my homework. So now I'm just sitting here bored. And I would just like talk and like try to play with people in class. And that's how I would get in trouble.
Makes sense.
Being disruptive.
Yep.
I used to just take a nap. Y'all bad kids used to annoy me though.
Wow. The label.
Y'all bad kids. The bad kids. Because there was one time we had a class detention. I said, not me. I was never that bad. I was asleep. And my mom is not about to, you're not about to tell my mom I have detention. Are y'all crazy? My mom? Heck no. Yeah, I need a note. And the lady wrote me a note.
Excuse me.
I had to stay after school for what? She was like, Maya wasn't involved, but it's a class thing, so she has to stay. My mom was mad about that too, but I was like, I just want you to know I wasn't in it. That's why I got this note. I'm not crazy. So I didn't get in trouble, but like, what can I do? She was more mad at the teacher, like, don't punish my child for what other people are doing.
I wasn't mad, I was bored. I stand by that. Had class been more intellectually engaging, maybe I wouldn't have had the issues that I had.
I got in trouble for playing with tissues for the same reason.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't a kid that would talk to anybody else. I would play with myself. And the teacher was like, she in here in the class playing with tissue. And my mom was like, but did she do her work?
Yeah.
Was she disturbing anybody? So why are you
back there playing solitaire?
Like, she not bothering nobody. Leave my child alone. Like, yeah, like if I'm done with my work and I'm waiting on everybody else.
My mom didn't go up to nobody's school, but I'm going to be a go up to the school.
My mom was a go up to, well, y'all know that. My mom was a go up to the school kind of mama. And then if my daddy had to come, that's when y'all had problems. Because there was one time I was at a summer camp and I don't know, it was just trifling. It was a trifling summer camp. Like, they didn't really have a good plan as far as like how we were going to lunch, when we were going to lunch. Like, it was in DC and it was like by Howard University campus. So my mom was close by, but the people running the camp, they just didn't have a good plan for like what we were doing day to day. So I was telling my dad, like, bro, like, I don't know if I'm gonna get lunch. And if I do get lunch, like, it'd be kind of wild. And then again, it's in DC. And like at the time, it was more DC than it is like now, gentrified. So my dad was like, this is unacceptable. Like, I need to know y'all have a plan for my child and like y'all going to keep her safe and all of this stuff. And the guy was like, you can't protect her always. Like, she need to grow up. She need to experience real life. And my dad was like, like, I have never
paying for this.
Bruh, my dad went off on that man. And he was like, I don't know where we going, but we gonna figure it out. Like, you're not coming back here tomorrow. And like, I wish somebody would tell me how to parent my child. So I was just like, well, see y'all. But yeah, that was a crazy summer. That was a crazy summer.
I never went to camp.
Yeah, I always was in a camp. Always was in a camp.
Karate camp, a lot.
I did one of those.
I was always in karate camp.
I did dance camps. I met up with the girls from my dance camp a couple weeks ago.
My kids will probably have to do camp, I guess.
I loved camp.
Yeah.
Karate camp was so great because you did your karate randomly.
You don't want your kids just sitting in the house.
We went to the beach twice a week.
That's what I did. I ain't do no camp.
Beach twice a week, and then every Friday was what's it called? Field trip.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess my mom had a daycare though, so.
Right. You didn't have no reason to not sit in the house.
I still wanted to go somewhere.
Yeah.
House with these people.
We did
to a park.
One camp I did, they used to always like pick a nation or a country that you were gonna be immersed in for the entire summer. And like one summer, the one summer I do remember, we were in China, and so we had to like learn different like words, I think in Mandarin or Cantonese, one of them. I don't remember the words, but I know we went roller skating some weeks. We went always Six Flags, every summer camp I've ever been in. it was always Six Flags.
Mm-hmm.
It always ended in y'all going to Six Flags at least one of those weeks. You go swimming, like they take you somewhere. So I like that about camp. Like, you get to try different things. You out of the house. I think only in high school. No, even in high school, I still was going to camps.
When we got in trouble, that was fun.
You got in trouble?
No, we would play dodgeball, but then the counselors would be.
You doing it for real?
Also, yeah, but it was also like, line up on this wall.
Yeah,
and
they
we
will
were
try
like,
to get you.
I was like, aren't we supposed to be in the middle? And they were like, no. And they would just like rock. They would just shoot them balls. And you'd be like, oh.
They couldn't beat you.
And they would be, oh no, they did. And they'd
I'm
be like,
saying they couldn't beat y'all like with their.
yeah, I mean, but you would get hit, and they'd be like, oh, it didn't hit you. Stay in. And you'd be like,
So you're just gonna lie to my
that
face.
clearly hit me in my stomach. And they'd be like, no, it didn't. And you're
Counselor's
like,
y'all
oh,
me.
okay.
So
Yeah,
y'all
that's
literally just
not-
gonna lie to my face like I'm stupid and I didn't feel what touched me.
And then you get hit again, and they'd be like, all right, you can come on now.
I got you good enough now.
Yeah.
Right.
Be like,
Can't beat y'all,
crumbs.
but y'all can line up on this wall. I'll hit you with this ball. We was playing dodgeball. What happened to my child? We was playing dodgeball.
You know, life comes at you fast. Like this.
I mean, because we would play dodgeball like for fun, but it would be people like enders, and then like there was like trouble dodgeball, and that's where you'd be on the wall. You'd be like, "Oh, this is a different kind of dodgeball.
Not
Why
a
is this?
different kind.
Why is this one so much more intense? Oh, why that ball flying so hard?" Yeah.
It's a podcast, it's a video, and more.
Okay. Welcome to another episode of We Grown?
Question mark.
I'm Jess. This is Sean. This is Moyo. And we have another special guest for time number 2, Rachel.
Hi, friends.
Hi.
Hey.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me back.
Of course. It's been a fun time. So if you did not see the first episode, go to her first episode, catch up on her intro. I'll do a short intro again. Okay. She's been my friend for a long, long, long time. We met and we bonded over being weirdos, and I absolutely love it. And the fact that I can be myself, my full self with her has always been a gift. So yes, I wanted to have her on the podcast.
Thank you for having me, friend.
Of course. So I will start it off how we always started off. What had anybody feeling grown?
You would think we don't ask this question every episode.
You know?
But sometimes it's just like,
You got to think about it.
We gotta figure this out again.
I think for me, laundry.
Ooh.
Doing laundry has me feeling very grown. I miss the days when my mother washed my clothes and just like put them in my room. Now that I have to do it on my own, one, I'm trying to figure out who is wearing all of these clothes. Because it can't possibly be me. I think maybe my dog like puts my clothes on when I go to work or something and then puts them in the dirty clothes hamper because I know I'm not wearing all of these things. And then not only do you have to wash them, you have to dry them.
Mm-hmm.
And then after you dry them, you have to fold them and put them up.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now that it's getting cold, I feel like laundry gets worse.
Yes, because it's more bulky and heavier.
Yes.
It's not like
Yeah.
just like t-shirts and shorts.
No.
It's like jeans and sweaters and jackets and
Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about winter. I love winter and like the cold weather, but I don't like
The
having
bulky.
to split this load because the same amount of clothes. It's just
heavier.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yes. Doing laundry is very ghetto. And then for me, I have to like fold my laundry outside of my room. Because, you know, people are like, oh, if you put it on your bed, then like it'll force you to fold it. No, it won't. It's going to go on the other side of the bed or it's going on the floor. And then my dog going to lay over it and I got to wash it all over again. So
That's true.
we going to fold it in the living room.
Yeah.
I'm actually very good at doing laundry.
We
I feel
are
like that's
too.
the only thing I do.
Yeah.
I do it weekly.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
actually, I do it twice a week. I do my kids' clothes one day, and then I do mine and my husband's clothes another day. But it be done. Only thing I don't do is socks. Like I don't match my husband's socks. I do everybody else's socks because we have different socks.
My socks right now are the same brand in 2 completely different colors and styles.
Makes
Because
it easy.
that's-
But I feel like he's picky about like it's the same pack of socks, but one might be stretched out and one isn't. And he wants you to match. He
No.
wants you to match it still, and I'm like, I'm not doing all that.
Sir,
We're all
it's
the same.
covering for your feet. put it on.
That's John. John does the same thing.
That's why he matches his own socks. Because I've literally done everything else. Match your own socks.
I be doing it now. Like, ooh,
no.
But like, I think these the same. They don't. They won't be the same.
We do our laundry separately, and also because my husband is a weekly laundry person, and I'm a person that's just like, I'll just buy new clothes.
That part. Maybe that's how my clothes keep multiplying.
Honestly, that is why I have so many clothes, because I'm like, I don't want to have to keep doing laundry. So
what happened to y'all wash y'all clothes when y'all buy
just
them?
about to say that. I was like,
it goes in when we do it, and then after it's all done, do y'all not see my closets now? Like, the fact that I have so many clothes is because I keep buying more clothes so I don't have to do laundry as often. So literally I can go like a month and a half, 2 months without having to do laundry. But then laundry lasts me like 3 days.
But the underwears.
Let me tell you, I have a whole drawer dedicated to them because I buy so many so that I don't have to do laundry as often.
A month worth?
Yes.
2 months?
And also, if I'm at home, especially now that I work from home, why am I wearing underwear? I'm at home.
Well, points are being made.
Are they?
Yes. You wear drawers at home?
Yes. Yes, I do.
He got stuff to hold up in his underwear.
I do.
I guess. Why would I be in bondage if I'm in my own home?
Come on, freedom.
Exactly.
Amen.
Freedom. I don't be wearing bras. I don't be wearing underwear. I just be in my clothes how I want to be. And then they be like the pajamas.
Put clothes on?
Yes.
Okay, pajamas is one thing, but like
I don't be wearing jeans, but I have like sweats, leggings, loungewear. Yeah.
Interesting.
But my loungewear be my underwear.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't like underwear like that. Like, I prefer to just be free.
Y'all came for me talking about me not wearing my shoes and my feet getting pretty during the pandemic. But we not wearing no underwears.
I don't wear underwear to sleep, but that's
I don't
different.
do that either.
Well,
yeah, be out here free.
Mm-hmm.
Once I'm up and moving around,
wearing underwear to sleep.
Mary said, take the shackles off.
Listen,
come on.
If I'm leaving my house, then I'll put underwear on. But if I'm gonna be in my house,
for what?
Not sleeping and rolling over on my penis.
That's why I said you have things to hold in your underwear.
You're a little different.
We do not.
No. No.
Not waking up and it snapped in two. Wow.
Oh why would it be snapped in two?
Because he's being dramatic.
Not protecting you that much.
Exactly.
There's no cup in there.
No cup. You got the underwire.
The underwire and the boxes. They have them where it's like a specific pouch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The
My
ones that like
those.
cradle your balls.
Yeah. He swears by them.
I was gonna ask. I was like, I wouldn't know what to expect.
I haven't gotten a pair yet.
I was gonna buy some for my husband, but we'll see.
I was also gonna say when we were looking for a house, we wanted to make sure that our laundry was on the same floor.
Yes, that does make a difference.
The fact that I have to walk from my bedroom to my basement to do my laundry, and then take the laundry from the basement all the way back up is another reason why laundry is ghetto.
I'm not about that life anymore.
Yeah,
laundry
like
is
if my
very
laundry
ghetto.
was in the basement, it might be different.
Yeah,
maybe. I don't know.
Laundry is very. I do laundry when I'm like, oh crap, I'm looking for this specific thing to wear. That's usually when I can't find it. I'm like, dang it, it's dirty. Let me do a little laundry real quick.
But also, I've started buying more than one of the things that I like.
Well, you know I'm good for buying something in multiple colors. I'd be like, I'm gonna get it in black. I'm gonna get it in this burnt orange. I'm gonna get it in this green. I'm gonna get it in brown. Amen.
Yes.
Options.
So, as long as I can avoid laundry, I will. I will continue to do that. It's just unfortunate when the day of reckoning comes, because then it's just like, okay, now we've got like 2-3 days worth of laundry to do. But yeah, I hate laundry as well.
Yeah,
and like it's perpetual. Like
it never stops.
It never stops. It's like dishes. Like even if you do like paper plates and stuff, like I can't do paper clothes. I can't do disposable clothes.
Listen, because I don't be liking to wash dishes.
I be walking around in them little paper like gowns and stuff.
No, I mean sometimes when I go on like vacation, I wear clothes that I'm not going to wear anymore, so then I can just throw them away when I'm on vacation.
Interesting.
So that way your suitcase isn't heavy when you come back too.
I do pack clothes.
Money.
Listen.
No, I mean it's like older stuff. Like I mean, if it's something where I'm like, okay, this ain't about to be donated no more, like, let me just toss it. Then I'll just wear it there. Especially like if it's like night clothes or something.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what the other come
just
up
a thought.
is? I'll be wearing my husband clothes too. So that expands my...
Expand your wardrobe?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That man don't have as many hoodies as he thought he had. They mine now.
But then do you wash them or do you put them in his wash?
I usually wash them.
So then he can't wear them for the next 3 months?
It's not his hoodie anymore. It's mine. It's my hoodie.
Well, sucks to suck.
Okay.
If he want it, he'll find it. Or he'll ask.
And he'll wash it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That's wild.
We also have very different like methods of how we wash things.
Explain. Say more words.
So for me, I like to wash, like I have a pile for blacks and like very, very dark clothing. Then I have like a dark lights pile. So like this would go in the dark lights pile. This would not go in the darks pile.
So dark, bright, white.
That one is a dark.
Dark lights,
I don't do darks
or color darks. Then I have the colors, and then I have whites.
Okay.
And then I have towels.
Okay.
Towels are always done separate. Towels and sheets, they're always done separate from my clothes.
And he just throws everything in at once.
Oh my God.
This one lady I watched was like, why do y'all sort by colors? You should sort by textures. So I'll do like t-shirts and stuff now, then sweat clothes together. Because she's like, do your clothes ever really bleed? And I'm like, you're right. They don't.
I've
had
mine
clothes bleed.
Yeah.
I don't buy things like this.
Not anymore.
Bleed.
I was about to say, I feel like it depends on what it is.
Yeah. Back in the day, that might have happened.
And of course, like not with white stuff. Like you
Yeah.
can't put like a color in there with white stuff because it's bleach is gonna make it bleed.
Yeah.
But
I have a certain brand that I buy like religiously, and because I buy that brand, a lot of their clothes, like you have to check the tags. And so some of them are like hand wash only, which is technically just gentle cycle. Like you can do gentle cycle.
Because who's hand washing? Another thing that's ghetto about laundry.
Bruh.
Why I got to wash stuff with my hands?
Hand washing is horrible. So once I learned, hand wash is just gentle cycle, I was like, y'all all going in there.
Right.
Hand wash.
Got to dry my hands out to wash these clothes. No.
Yeah, I can't say hand wash.
Stupid.
My hand.
Stupid.
Yeah.
It's
The textures
dumb.
thing makes sense.
It does though.
Our
It
washing
does.
machine does. Never mind. I'm not even gonna go
By
into
texture?
that because
Yeah, because you know they got that fancy one. They got the upgrade.
I mean, it makes sense. It made perfect
Yeah.
sense because she was like, the way it rubs with each other.
Yeah,
when
like,
you're
you
washing.
don't want it to affect. Like if I'm putting sweat clothes and it rubs against a t-shirt, it might make your t-shirt feel a certain way.
Yeah.
And I was like,
But I always thought it was that, but in the dryer. So like I don't dry a lot of my clothes. I air dry a lot of my clothes for that reason. Because I always felt like in the wash, like it shouldn't make too much of a difference because of like the water. And then, it at max, maybe the spin cycle, but it's in the dryer. That's when your clothes be like getting
Intimate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They be getting tore up. And I don't use dryer sheets anymore. I use like the little dryer balls, which I think
use
helps.
both.
Yeah, because the dry sheets low key be for the smell.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I think now that I'm married to somebody who's very sensitive about smells, we don't even.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. He don't really do like perfumes like that. So I'll just be like, well, save me money. But we weren't talking about laundry on this episode. We kind of got on topic of that.
30-minute conversation on laundry.
Because laundry's ghetto.
It really is.
And it never ends.
It never ends. Like
that
when you
makes
really
me
think
sad.
about it, it's crazy.
I got to wash clothes for the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
It's stupid.
And you know what else you probably have to do for the rest of your life?
What?
Hair. So let's talk about hair.
Hair is also ghetto. Doing hair is ghetto. I tried to not do my hair for as long as possible. When I was younger, my mom would just like pay for me to go to the salon. And then once I graduated from college, she's like, well, you have to pay for it yourself. And I stopped going. Yeah.
So, for those that don't know, Rachel started locking her hair in 2020.
Yes.
And when she locked her hair, she told all of us, let my hair touch my shoulders. Don't look me in the eye.
Don't look me in the eyes. No direct eye contact. Address me as Miss Barber. Because you really can't tell me anything at this point. And now if I like pull one of them down in the back, it's at my bra strap. Oh, you absolutely can't tell me anything. What?
It's so crazy, like seeing how much her hair has grown since 2020, and I'm actually jealous.
No, that's when I started growing my hair.
My friend said that like she thinks my hair is made out of Play-Doh and I just like hold my nose and blow and it grows.
Because
her hair's been locked for like 5 years longer than mine. And I'm low-key like catching up to her as far as length is concerned. And she's like, how? But I always tell people, like, for me, locking my hair was something that I thought about doing for a long time. But the actual implementation of it was very impulsive because I kept saying like, oh, I'll lock my hair eventually. I'll lock my hair eventually. Like I used to do faux locks and one of my exes was like, oh, you should lock your hair. And I was like, are you going to pay for the maintenance? No? Then shut up.
Listen, hair be expensive.
And so, I remember one day I was like 2-strand twisting my hair and I was literally like looking in the mirror and I was like, this is ghetto. Travie, when can you start my locks? And I went and saw her the next week.
That's right.
And I was fortunate because I started my locks and then outside shut down like 3 weeks later. So I couldn't go anywhere. So like that whole like awkward phase that a lot of people have. Yeah, I did that inside without being around people. So that was fun. Yay.
Good timing.
Great timing.
Really good timing.
Great timing. I always tell people that like your loc journey will humble you. Because I feel like a lot of people like the aesthetic of locks, but it takes a lot to kind of like wrap your mind around the fact of, and even people that are like natural, because like most people that are natural, like they go with like their fro or like 2-strand twist or like stuff like that. But it's like knowing that if I go get my hair retwisted right now, I would be able to see my scalp. And not being able to do that because you don't want to like over twist it and have them thin out and stuff like that. Like it takes a lot to kind of just like sit and do nothing and just be like, it's fine. It's okay. It took me a while to kind of like get used to that. But now I'm like, I'll go like 2.5 months without like a retwist. My loctician isn't happy about that, but he'd be all right.
But you got healthy locks.
I got healthy locks, and I love that for me. Moyo, you also were locked.
I am locked, and I don't really know. Like, I don't have a moment where I was like, "Oh, let me go lock my hair." I never thought about getting locks. I always thought about just cutting my hair off. That's my only. That's always my go-to.
Listen, it'll grow back.
My hair grows at a decent rate. I cut it often, and so between my brother. One of my brothers and my husband, they're always like, "Yeah, he's cutting your hair. If you would just let it be, it would be so long now." And I'm like, "But I don't care. Like, I don't want my hair to be so long because y'all aren't doing my hair."
Well, that part.
And I'm also not paying a whole bunch of money to get my hair done. So accidentally, I'll be taking my braids out. Oh, right here. Yeah, that's where my hair is cut. I also don't want to spend all this time taking these braids out. So I'm going to cut it where I feel like that's good enough. That's all the hair I need. And I had a hairdresser, like every 6 months I would go to her and she would be like, "Why is half of your hair down here and half of it up here?" And I'd be like, "I don't know. I just need you to trim it even. Right. That's all I came here for.
Get it to the same length, sis. Yeah. Do like, what I'm paying you to do.
You keep starting over. Your hair would be so long.
Mind your business.
I don't care.
Are you getting paid? Okay.
So when I got locks, I got locks like a few weeks after my son was born, which was a terrible decision because I didn't know what locks meant. Like I was just like, I don't want to do my hair. Yeah. And I wanted to cut it all off. And my husband was like, "Don't, just lock it." But I didn't do any research. So I had no idea like I understood postpartum shedding, but I didn't understand how that affects locks. So
they just fall out one by one around the edge.
So all of this fell out. And I was just like, "Now can I cut my hair?" And he's like, "No, you can just save the locks and put them back."
Yes, you can.
Ask him to do a lot. Because obviously the Lord is telling me to cut my hair. Because the hair is coming out. And he was just like, no, just repair it. Just repair it. And I've been like trying to get back to, because I feel like a lot of these, because I can't comb out my locks. Yeah. It's not even possible anymore because of the whole postpartum shedding. So I'm like, eventually I get to cut these off. Like, there's no going back. There's no like, you can save it.
Not the countdown.
Right. Listen.
And I think in his head, he's like, well, if you let him get long enough,
then you won't want to cut them.
Well, that, and also it'll be like all out of my, like the parts that have messed up or been put back will be grown out. So I could just cut from there.
Yeah.
But
also you could cut from the scalp. That is an option as well.
Yeah. And I think about like, I feel like I want to do more with my hair. Like you have color. I like the idea of playing with color and stuff like that. But I also don't like getting my hair done. I'm very tender-headed. And so the whole not getting my locks retwisted hurts for me. And so like this was supposed to be easier and like less tension.
I mean, technically it is easier because you have to do it less often.
Yes. But it still hurts. So I end up doing it either myself or my husband will do it. But we're not gonna get like the crisp look. So if I have to go somewhere or like do something like this wedding, then I'll be like, all right, I give in. I have to get somebody to do it. But for the most part, he got it. I don't need clean parts. Just twist it.
Just tighten me up a little bit.
Yeah, that's all.
You said you like color. Have you tried the hair paint wax?
I have not. Have I ever had color in my hair? Well, the time in college when you like,
I colored everybody's hair.
Just like poured some alcohol on my head. It was something like
hydrogen peroxide back in the day.
And my hair was brown for that little bit of time.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
that's the only color I've ever had.
Try the hair paint wax. You can go get it at Target.
I'll try. I feel like I've watched videos of that, and it was really messy.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is very messy.
It's messy applying it. But once it's in, it's kind of like there. But also like actually coloring your hair can be messy. Like red is my go-to color. Like if I color my hair is going to be red. And like the color that I have now, I really kind of like had to like think about it and work with my stylist because I am terrified of putting bleach in my hair. Because I feel like a lot of people that I know that bleach their locks, once the color fades, they're like this like yellowish, like whitish, kind of like dry looking color. And I'm like, no. That cannot be my story to tell. So I told him, I was like, I want like bright red in the back and like a darker red on top. And he was like, okay, we have to bleach it. I was like, hear me out. Can we do this without bleach? And he was like, well, you already have box color in your hair and like color can't lift color. So like I can try, but I'm telling you it's not going to work. Because he works for Clairol. So color is what he does. So I was like, let's try it. So like my roots that needed to be retwisted was hot. They were red. And then like the rest of my locks were like, So I was like, fine. But the way he did it was like a very kind of like, he did what he called like a bleach bath. So it was like equal parts shampoo, equal parts bleach, and the hydrogen peroxide. So it kind of like gently just like lifted the color that was there, as opposed to like when most people like color their hair bright colors, they'll like bleach it and then put like the color on top of it because they want it to be like as light as possible for the color to pop as much as possible. I was like, yeah, that's not gonna be my story to tell, because once this color start fading, I don't want it to be white. But even with this, like every time I wash my hair, my shampoo's red. And that's just what it's gonna be, and I'm okay with that.
Back in the day when I used to have my red tips, it was like that. Like, it didn't matter when or whenever I would wash my hair, it would always come out red. It didn't matter how many weeks later. Yeah, it was always it's just part of the territory, unfortunately. I feel like people tell me to lock my hair because I do twists so often.
Join us. We're a very welcoming community. We offer tips, tricks. We share stylists.
The way my hair is set up is just, I don't think it's my ministry. It's fine.
You could do like micro locks.
And then I'd be waiting for somebody else. No thanks. And paying goobs and gobs of money.
But I mean, for micro locks, most people don't get them done like every like 4 to 6 months.
I don't think it's for me. And it's okay.
You know?
It's okay. But I feel like I went natural because same reason. Like my mom was like, well, you're in school now. Like you can't come home as often, and I can't come up there to do your hair, so you're gonna have to figure something out. So y'all let me be out here looking crazy with my wigs. And then I think it was like one day I was trying to do my own hair, and it was a lot of us in our room, and one of our friends was there, and I was just like, bro, I'm ready to just cut my hair off. So I started transitioning because that was the other reason I was wearing wigs. I'm like, let me just go natural because this will be cheaper and easier. Yeah, okay.
Cheaper.
Exactly.
What?
What a joke. What a joke.
Plot twist. Being natural is actually very expensive.
It's crazy expensive. Like, Oh my goodness. So it was on a whim. I was just like, girl, just cut off the perm parts, because at this point, like, I look stupid with fuzz and then like these little strings of hair.
Yeah.
And so she cut it, and my hair was like super short. And so I've been, I guess, natural ever since. I don't know, maybe that was like 2013 maybe. And it was cool. Like, it was cool to be natural when my hair was like short, because I could do so much with it. And then as it got longer and longer, it just got to be more of a chore. Mm-hmm. And I don't know where I'm at right now. So that's why my hair just stays in twists, because I don't know what I'm going to do with my hair.
That was another reason I locked my hair, because I realized that, like, I wasn't really doing anything to it other than keeping it in Marley twists. Because I was like, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't want to have to touch it. I just want to be able to, like, wake up and go. Mm-hmm. And so, like, when I locked it, I was like, okay, of course, like, while it's locking, you have to be like, you can't just like do anything or whatever to it. But like, I'm at the point now where I'm like, it is what it is. I wanted locks that I could do myself, which is why I did not get sister locks or micro locks.
Yeah. And that's how I feel like I would be.
Because my head is large and I also have very dense hair. And so the back will be fine. Once I get to about like right here, I'm like, whew, okay, it's bless the Lord. And imagine doing that with sister locks.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a big head and very sparse. My hair is fine, so it's just not as many hair, like, I want to say plugs, but not as many hair follicles, you know, in one place. And like, while my hair is pretty, I think my hair is pretty. It's just a lot, bruh. Like, cause my head is big, so I'm just like. Same, like, when I'm doing these, like, I can breeze through the back. As soon as I get to like about halfway or the front, I'm like, Jesus, why? So yeah, I don't want to cut it, but I might. And every time I take these out, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna cut my hair. I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut it. I think I might
do it.
I think I might.
It's hair, it'll grow back.
You know, that's what people say. But also, I don't know how crazy my
head
don't look, because again, I got a big head, so that's my only.
But you've already been short. So you know what it would look like.
But I'm not going to be as short as I'm thinking I'm about to cut my hair. Like, if I cut it, I'm going to be, like, super short. Like, waves short.
Oh, dang.
You going to get a Caesar?
Very well, yeah. That's kind of as low as I'm thinking.
Waves are like the finger roll. I mean, is that what it's called? Finger waves?
Finger waves.
They always make me laugh.
I'm terrible with gel.
Because I just think of somebody slapping a whole hand.
That's what it looked like.
Wham! Just like, all right, let me just squirt. And there we go.
The only thing that tells me I would not be good at that is the fact that I can't lay my edges. So I can't really lay my edges as well. So I'm like, I don't know if I would do well with the finger waves.
Just put some gel on Ronald hand and then slap you upside the head.
Yeah.
Wish for the best.
Wish for the best.
Sean, tell us your hair journey.
Yeah.
I started growing my hair like April 2020. I mean, that's from nothing. Like, I got a haircut. COVID happened. Stayed inside the house. I think John cut it once, and then I was like, all right, let me just let it grow. So it's just been growing since, and it's growing and growing and growing. And I have really thick hair as well. Like, my hair is so thick. Like, I swear, like 8 hairs comes out of one follicle.
That's hilarious.
It's so much. And it usually throws people off because, like, the shrinkage I have is, like, a lot.
Shrinkage is very disrespectful.
Like, whenever I go to, like, get my hair done, usually they're like, oh, my God. Like, so I wasn't expecting this. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah. And it's strange because when you like do your braids, it doesn't even give the effect of you having a lot of hair
until you
take them out.
I take it out.
Weird.
And
I
then
feel like
people
that's
be like,
not normal.
Where all that come from? And I'm like, yeah, it's just here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's so much.
Or maybe y'all braid tight. Maybe I don't know. Like
I
always feel like when you have your braids, they should be thick because of how thick your hair is.
Yeah,
but it's always like tame looking.
Right. Well, the last time I got my hair braided, they like stole my thoughts. It was that like I was like I couldn't think straight for a week. Like they were like, "Oh, what's on your mind?" I'm like, "What? Did you ask me a question?" Like, I'm still not thinking properly, but it looked good.
Listen, that's me when I get a retwist. I'd be like, whew, all right. This is, my scalp be tight.
Like,
but they look good.
Right. Right. So yeah, I mean, and right now my hair is like not even, like at all. It's definitely, I mean, because I pull it. Like,
I was about to say, why, Sean?
Yeah.
Why?
I feel like men don't get taught how to take care of their hair.
Women don't either.
I was about to say,
Like,
I don't think we do either.
I feel like y'all know more than what men are. I mean, because men usually have haircuts. Like, so then it's just like, you wash your hair. I mean, you don't get told a shampoo or anything. Like, it's just like.
Neither do we.
I feel like.
I get what he's saying.
I feel like you do more than what.
He's not socialized to be like intentional about his hair. Whereas women, it's just like, you need to have your hair done, and you know the general things. We're told
to get your hair done. That's pretty much the gist of it. I don't think you're told how necessarily, unless you're a parent. Like, my mom didn't do hair, so
mine either.
Take you somewhere, they do it. You don't really pay attention. You playing. Well, not playing no games because we had no games. What did we used to do? I don't know.
You doing something. Being occupied while you in the chair.
Watch TV.
The TV.
Some bootleg movie on.
Yeah. Like, Crooklyn. That's the show. Especially if you're getting your hair braided.
But it was just like, so sometimes, like, I'll pull my hair, and especially like a nervous thing, like I'll just pull, because I do it with my beard too. Like, I pull one spot, so one of my like sides is just like uber long than the other, or straight anyway, versus the other side. But also I haven't gotten like a trim. I've gotten one trim. I mean, my hair's grown since 2020, so it's been 3 years, and I've gotten one trim. Like, so I feel like I would need to get that done again for it to be even. But I also don't buy like hair products. I have tons of hair products, but it's because people like give them to me. Like, so like my mom had one of those boxes, and you get it in the mail, like, monthly like subscription. My mom has Sister Locs, so she'd be like, I get the dry shampoo, and then you can have the rest of the box. But then she canceled it, so then now I don't get nothing. So I have like these like Tupperware like cases of hair supplies, but now I'm like starting to run out. Like, I was like, I have like 2 bottles of shampoo left. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. Now what? Now that I'm getting to the end,
you can go buy the brand that you got in the box.
Or I don't.
The thing is, though, I think men should still wash their hair. Like, I'm trying to do that with my son now. Like, use real shampoo and real conditioner and wash your hair, even though it's short. And he likes it anyway.
I mean, I've always washed it.
But you still need the products. Like, you still put products.
I mean, and I would do that, but like, I didn't know like the difference in putting like an oil versus like a cream in my hair. I mean, especially, when you getting a number 1 cut every 2 weeks, then it's like, is this
necessary
oil and or cream? But like, is one gonna do something different than the other? Especially because I didn't have waves. I was like, I didn't really like waves, so I didn't have it. So I was like, do I need to keep putting one or the other, or can I just like grab what's close by and put it in my head? As long as I'm keeping it moisturized and healthy in my eyes, I don't got dandruff, so like, is it fine?
I guess. I mean, I think also because men have short hair, because like I don't know if you guys grease your scalp, but like, I don't necessarily grease my scalp.
Me either, not anymore.
So
I might like oil it. So like,
I put oil.
Every like couple weeks, like I have like an oil bottle. I'll like go in and kind of just like oil my scalp. But for the most part, the most freeing thing about locking my hair was getting rid of every single hair care product that I had. And I literally had a pantry full of hair care products. And after I locked my hair, I took a picture and I put it on Instagram. And I was like, if anybody sees something they want, let me know. And you can come get it, or I can bring it to you, because I don't need any of this stuff anymore. So like, at this point, all I really do is like, when I wake up in the morning, I have a bottle with like some water and some conditioner mixed. Like, I'll spray that in my hair, and then like every couple weeks I'll like put some oil on my scalp. And I don't put oil on my scalp either. I don't grease my scalp. I don't do anything to my scalp because of the like natural oils that come out of your hair. So maybe for men, because it's so short, those natural oils are enough to sustain you until your next haircut, so you don't have to do as much.
But I mean, and then we're also, when we have our haircut, I think we're getting it cut. We're washing it more frequently. Sometimes. I mean, because like when I did have short hair, and then I'm out and about playing sports and stuff, and then my head is like so sweaty, then I would just like wash it. I mean, but it's, you know, quick wash. It's not like I'm not doing a deep condition.
I was about to say, you're not doing a leave-in.
Right. Like, yeah, I'm not doing all that. Like,
you're not having a wash day.
Yeah, like I'm not wearing a shower cap. Like, okay, let me let this set.
Yeah, I do that with Hissy though.
I think I would now. I mean, because I kind of want to get my hair cut. Like one day it would just be a surprise to everybody. Like, I just would.
You just pop up on IG with a shortcut?
Probably not even that. Like, it would just be in person. Like, you would just see me and be like, oh, you cut your hair. I did.
That's low-key how it was with my locks. Like, I waited a few months before I, like, posted any pictures on IG. And people were like, you locking your hair?
I mean, for all I know, Lindsay might come out the closet and I might just wear Lindsay for a while.
Not Lindsay.
Right. I want to see that.
Lindsay's my wig.
Oh. What color is Lindsay?
Blonde.
Oh.
Blonde.
You know, blondes have more fun. So they say.
I might just be wearing Lindsay for a little bit.
Are you gonna shave your beard while you wear with Lindsay?
No.
For what? What's my beard got to do with Lindsay?
Right.
Because
these are two different pieces of hair.
Lindsay is very like that.
Yeah.
She is, yes.
But with a beard though.
My beard can do that too.
Screaming.
Like, I think Lindsay will be fine. I might just wear Lindsay for a little bit. But am I supposed to wear a stocking cap under it? On top of it? Under it?
To protect your hair.
On top of it.
He's gonna
under
his hair though, right?
No, but it still protects your hair because like when you do wigs, like the texture of the inside of the wig can like rub against your hair. So you're supposed to wear like something in between the two.
Yeah, and Lindsay not a good wig. I don't even know where Lindsay came from.
You just randomly got a wig one day?
Yeah, I think somebody gave me like 4 wigs. And then Lindsay was born. There's Mick too, but John usually wears Mick.
Does your hair right now have a name?
No. Hair. My hair, this thickness, that's what it is. Just here for no reason. Well, not for no reason. But I mean, and when I get my hair cut, I'm not going to cut it like, I'm not going to get like a number 1. Like, it's probably just going to be half the length of what it is now. So it will still be like a lot of hair. Like my hair is just so long. Like I blow dried it yesterday. John was just wild. And John was doing it. And John, I mean, he complains doing my hair. But yesterday, he was like, I ain't doing this no more.
he said this is the last time.
He was like, I'm doing it and it's still going. And he's like, why is it still going?
Yeah.
He's like, it's just like not ending. And I was like, oh. Well, when I run out of this hair supplies, then we can have this conversation again.
Yeah.
He already said he's not doing it.
He did. He told me that multiple times during that.
He said I ain't paying him no mind when he said it.
No, he did not. He was like, I said I ain't doing it no more. He said, I called a school up for you. I was like, dang.
Book your appointment.
Right. And then I was mad because the school, I get my hair done at the hair school because, first of all, there's another reason why I don't want to get my hair cut. Because I want to pay $50 for no haircut. I was like, what you doing? Like, this the same haircut I got a long time ago where it was 15. And then when I was in England, I was paying 8. And I was like, so I'm going from 8 to 50? I was like, y'all not even giving me a back massage. I got a back massage in England.
Like, are you giving me like a scalp massage?
Right. And at least I was like, there, I got like a hot towel on my face.
Yeah.
Like, at least it felt good. And I was like, am I getting the same thing? And then I got a book. I can't just show up. And I was like, and then I felt like I'm paying more. And I got a book. Like, at least before, like, when I was just showing up, I was like, well, you know, maybe if I'm paying more, it's because of convenience.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, but I got to schedule a time and give you more money. It just sounds sad.
You better not be late either.
Well, because they cancel you. These IG stylists, they be.
I don't want all that. It just sounds tiring.
Yeah, that's why my husband is growing his hair because of how much haircuts cost.
Same.
Now I cut hair. I can cut hair. I've just learned to cut my own.
Yeah. Get you like a little trifold mirror.
Boop. Word. I'll teach John.
Yeah, that's what my husband did. He just showing me how to cut his hair. So like he's locked at the top and then like the sides are all like shaved down. So he's been like helping me to learn how to like shave the sides down. So whenever I would like do his retwists, we just take the clippers and just all the way around.
John cuts the sides of my hair, and I remember it was at my mom's house. So he was cutting off the side, and then I think I went to go shower, and like chunks of my hair was coming out. And I was like, I'm balding.
Oh,
like, what's going on?
I feel like that's traumatic.
It was. I mean, it was pieces, like handfuls, and I was like,
he didn't wipe it off or something.
He cut off a piece of my hair.
Your long part of your hair.
Yeah. Like so. It's probably the back. That's not. Which is probably why this side is like so much longer than the other side.
So it's John's fault. Got it.
Like it was just like a big piece, and I was like, I was like. Yeah, I was like, John, my hair. He was like, oh shoot, dang, I did get a chunk of
Whoops.
that. And
Yikes,
I was like,
my bad.
Yeah, and I was like, oh well, we'll keep on going. So probably got to touch that up. I mean, that was a year plus ago.
Oh wow.
Why didn't you just do a new line and then cut all that?
Because I feel like it was higher than.
Higher than the ones in the bag?
Yeah. Like,
how did that happen?
I don't know. Like, I don't know. We'll have to reevaluate. I have to relook at this. Because now it makes sense on why some of them might be way longer in the back
hilarious.
than the other one.
Listen, revelations.
Yeah, it was like finding that out. He gonna listen, and he watches this. He's gonna listen to it and be like, you told people I messed up your head?
Yes, I did.
I mean, did it mess up? No, I mean, I wouldn't say it messed it up.
Not you trying to backtrack.
Let me clean that up real quick.
Like, yeah. It's just a new style.
There you go.
So,
short in the back.
That's why I got a little high-low going on in the back. That's all.
High-low.
That's all.
Nah. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's all good.
What has been your experience, and this is to everybody, like, what has been your experience professionally with your hair? Like, have you ever had issues with people and your hair?
Yes.
I can speak from experience.
Say more words. I need more context. When you say professionally, do you mean professional people doing your hair professionally or in a professional setting?
That's fair. Yes, in a professional setting. So for me, I've had both though. Like I've had experiences where I've gone to like a salon that was like a chain and wasn't necessarily like a black stylist. And I assumed because this hair chain was in a black neighborhood that they knew how to deal with black hair. Did not go well. Yeah, assumptions. You know what they say about those. Yeah. And it definitely did. It did make one out of me because little girl tore my hair up. But I mean, more so like in the professional sense though, like going to work with different hairstyles, or even just how you had to maybe, consider your hair for work. Like you all see, like I have green hair now. Everybody knows I'm a project manager. And so like I've kind of moved up in my career, and what was, I would say, not acceptable. Then I'm kind of like, I don't care. I'll do what I want. Like earlier this year, my hair was purple. Like I'm at a point in my life and in my career where I'm just like, if you're going to discriminate against me because of my hair, then let's go ahead and litigate this because I'm going to do what I want to do. And this is discrimination at this point. So, but no, earlier in my career, I would definitely say I've had like bosses who were not black, like make comments about my hair, and like even other employees like say stuff about my hair or like make comments like, oh, your hair's different, or you changed your hair again. And I'm just like, yeah, because I'm not a cartoon character like you and have the same hairstyle every day.
Cartoon character.
No, but like think about it. Like quickly. You a whole cartoon character, drawn the same way, you look the same way every day.
Unless
Sorry,
it was
you're
Totally
boring.
Spies.
Yes, I love that about Totally Spies. They actually did change, but their hair stayed the same for the most part.
Sure.
So, but yeah. So anybody else have experiences where they've definitely noticed the difference or had to change?
I mean, I was in England.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I used to get comments a lot at work. Like people would, I mean, it was like high up people, like number 3 in command. And they would be like, that looks a mess. Like,
oh, not that mess.
I would get that. I would be like, you look like a mop. Like, it was all kind of stuff.
With your afro?
When I was growing my hair out. Yeah.
Interesting.
And I wrote a blog about it, like, and because at work, like, I was.
You couldn't report it?
I didn't really think to. Like I would say stuff and I'd be like, oh, I was like, it's always coming from the bald ones. Like usually that like shuts people up.
Yes,
like,
yes, come back. But dang.
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah. So usually it's stuff like that. And then like I wrote a blog about it, and then people were like, I think it got like some traction at work because then people got
they realized their ignorance.
Yeah. But then when I got back to the States, it was fine. Like I've never gotten any like complaints. Usually I'm like I've had people come into like the office and they like have interview and they're like, oh, like well, people have come into the office and have interviewed and they're like, well, like, am I okay to wear like my natural hair? And then usually they'd be like, Sean, can you come in here? And they were like, they want to know if they can wear their natural hair. And I was like, who gonna tell me I can't?
Well, and that's the stance that I take. So like, I've never had an issue with it because I've always been like, I don't care. I feel like my hair I'm not gonna come in here with like my hair standing all over my head. Like, if I got my fro, I got my fro. Right. Like, if I have my two strands twists, I have my two strands twists. If I have my Marley twist, I got my Marley twist. If I got my locks, I got my locks. And I kind of take the stance of like, if I were a Jewish woman and I came in with a head covering on because Orthodox Jews cannot show, if they're married, they can't show more than like, I think like this much of their hair. Like it has to be covered. So like, that's why most of them wear wigs. But like, if they don't feel like wearing wigs, they'll wear a head covering. Or if I was Muslim and I was wearing like a hijab, like, would you say something to me then? Is that unprofessional? Does that not belong in the work sphere? So you're not going to say nothing to me about the way my hair naturally grows out of my head. Right. Shut up talking to me. Are you going to pay for me to get it done? Wow, that's crazy. Then mind your business.
Nope. That's right. I am, yeah. So now I'm just like, I mean, I feel like I've always been kind of like prepared to say something. So usually like, I have a comeback if somebody were to say something. But like since I came back to the States, it's always been like positive. It's never been really anything. But I will say in England again, when I was getting my hair cut, one day I got my hair cut. And I always ask, I'm like, are you okay with cutting black hair? I was like, because I don't want you to come in here, cut my hair, and you not know what you're doing. Yeah. So, like, first question, are you okay cutting black hair? So I found two people that, like, were really good. Like, one guy was like, I mean, like, I have experience. I think it's fine. Like, if not, I can give you some barbershops and leads. And I'm like, I ain't going 45 minutes to get my hair cut, but you said you got experience, and I feel like you were pretty honest, so let's do it. So he was fine. Turkish guy that cut my hair, like they knew. Like I walk in and people are like, "Oh, can I?" And he's like, "He's mine." Like, thank you. Like I'm glad you claim me because I claim you as well. Neither one of them were at the barbershop, like either one of the barbershops. So I asked this other guy, like, "Oh, are you comfortable? Like, are you able to do my hair?" He's like, "Yeah, I can do it." So he starts cutting my hair. I'm like, and then like he turns the clippers off. And like the chair just rolls down. And I was like,
what are you doing?
That was real quick. I was like, that's different. And he was like, I'm so sorry. That'll be $5. And I was like,
he gave you a discount.
I did get a discount. And I looked and I was just like,
that'll be $0.
No, I paid it.
Sean,
I did pay it.
I'm disappointed in you.
I am too, but I did pay it. And then I walked home looking like a little bird because my hair was all over the place. Luckily, it was right down the street. And I was like, John, can you just shave the rest of this off? Yeah, so I look like...
told the man to shave the rest of it off.
Yeah. But then I was like, well, he's not going to do it. It's just not going to look the way I wanted to because I look like a little baby bird. I look like a little torchic. But
that's hilarious.
Yeah, so I didn't go back to him anymore.
I would hope not.
No, I just went to my same two guys.
Yo.
I feel like all my hair, like somebody saying them on my hair were in the military because they had so many rules about how your hair could be, how high it could be, how low it could be. If can't touch your shoulders, can't be locked, can't be this color, can only be natural colors like that people can grow out of their head. Like y'all got a lot of rules. So when I went to basic training, my hair was short. But as I'm there, of course, it's growing. And so your hair couldn't be like your hat had to be able to fit properly. Mm-hmm. And so my hair was getting to the point where it was like, it ain't fitting under this hat no more. But they also don't let you go anywhere to get your hair done, but don't want other people to do your hair. So of course it was a black lady that was like, so what you gonna do about your hair? Da 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 da. I'm like, well, can I go get my hair done? Like, y'all got us trapped in this place and won't let us go anywhere. And we also aren't supposed to let people do our hair. She's like, well, you need to figure it out. So I asked somebody, like, we do my hair. Then she sees me the next day and she's like, who did your hair? Me. She was like, no, you didn't.
How you know? Was you in my barracks with me?
Yelling. She starts yelling loud and everybody's looking at me and I'm like, I'm just looking at her. I'm like, I just keep answering me because what else I'm supposed to do? Like, I'm just gonna say me over and over. And then she said something stupid like, I'm smarter than the average bear. And then,
okay, Yogi, what?
And then the other girls started laughing because they're like, girl, that was what you wanted to say.
That was your comeback?
You're supposed to be strict right now, but now you sound stupid. And then I was like, can I continue? Like, can I go?
I'm smarter than your average bear.
Am I dismissed? And she was like, go ahead. And I went over ahead. Like, you were the one complaining about the fro. So I got the little straight backs. Let me be. So that was one. Then I had another one. Where I had like the Marley twists, but they were like a burnt orange, like a nat. You know, they be having them dark skinned people that have the orange hair. It was like that color. And they're like, your hair can't be that color. I said, why not? It's a natural color that grows out of people's scalp. That's the only requirement y'all have. That's why the white girls can do the reds and the like blondes. They can change their hair however they want. But because I did it, it's a problem. So now I got to Google black people with orange hair. And be
look at the Little Mermaid.
Exactly. So then it was like, okay, I guess. And it's always black people that be trying to call me out. Like, I know the rules and I'm following them the best I can.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes in that case it's more so of like what was done to me it has to be done to you. Yeah. Like people were hard on me about my hair, so I'm gonna be hard on you about your hair, especially because I don't want nobody else. And then they use that, I don't want nobody else to say something to you, so it's better coming from me. The thing is, nobody else
will say anything to me because they don't want it to be discrimination. Period. So mind your business and I will mind mine.
And let me wear my orange hair.
Right. And at that time I was doing the weekend. Y'all gonna see me today and tomorrow. Why do I need to like cater my life around this one weekend a month? Like, no, I'm not about to take my hair out for you. I'll be here tomorrow with the same hair.
And then I'll see you next month.
Exactly. And next month, maybe it'll be gone if I feel like it.
Maybe. Give me a bigger hat.
I used to get in trouble because my hair would touch my shoulders. It's like, it's not long enough for ponytail yet because I have natural hair. And like, what y'all want me to do? I really need y'all to help me out.
Right.
But the rules have changed a lot since.
Yeah.
They have.
I think the Crown Act has definitely helped with that. Like them like putting forth legislation and talking about the fact that like your rules aren't like a lot of these rules are built to reinforce like this white standard of beauty. And it's just like people don't even realize like how preposterous some of these rules are because they're just so used to, you know, their way of life, and they most of the time being white people, like, oh, I can do this. This is so easy. So this is what it needs to be. And it's just like, now look at you and look at me.
Yeah. You want me to have a bun?
Do it look easy.
What if, like, you want me to have a bun, but my poof only goes right. Poof. Like I can't put this in a bun.
It don't go no further. Like when you said putting a hat on, I was like, dang. During the winter, that'd be the biggest struggle. I'm like, bruh. Well, I guess I got earmuffs today because it ain't going around this fro.
Listen, that part. Like, you brought up another point of like the hair covering. I remember the job before I had this one. I used to like if my hair wasn't done, I would do like a wrap and I would make the wrap look nice, and people would just go in on the fact that I had a wrap on my head. And I'm just like, and it'd be the ones that were bald. Like, I don't understand. Like,
they mad they ain't got nothing to wrap up.
I come for a bald person real quick.
Listen, that's about to be my new comeback because I don't have as many people coming for me now. Partly because of my position and partly because like I work in an organization that's very diverse. But, you know, the few comments I do get, I'd be like, you really don't want me coming for you. Like, my boss never says anything to me. It's always just random people that I'd be like, who is you? Like,
let me check it in a reflection.
Who is you?
That's all you gotta get them with. So,
like,
just come for the bald head.
Just because you got a little 5 pieces of hair on your head, you want to come for me?
5 be generous.
And 5 be generous. Like, oh, your hair is always a different color. Yes, sure it is.
It's
you
cute,
mad? You real mad. Clearly you are mad. Because why you clocking my colors?
Why does it matter? Is my job not being done?
Listen,
am I not proficient at the workload that I've been assigned? Am I showing up late because of my hair color? Am I leaving early because of my hair color? Then shut up talking to me and let me do my job.
It's a very American thing too. Because like over when I was in England, like all the countries, like everyone had their hair colored.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what position, what role, like everybody's hair was colored. And it would be the purples, the blues, like, the greens. And it was never like a thing. And then you come back here and it's like people have issues with like color and it's like,
child.
So I have a friend that colors her locks and she likes bright colors. She likes pink, which
it's fine. It's not your favorite.
I know. I hate pink. But she'll do like pink or purple or blue. And like she got to that point because like when she first locked her hair, she was like, oh, I always wanted to like color my locks. But like, I feel like I work in a professional setting. Like she works in education and she's like, I don't feel like it's professional for me to color my locks. And then like one of the teachers, it was either a teacher or an administrator at her school, white woman with bubblegum pink and blue hair. And she was like, if she can walk around like that, I'm going to color my locks.
Yeah.
And like, that's what it boils down to. Yeah. Because if you are going to say what I am doing is unprofessional, then so is what she is doing. Yeah. So if I need to dye my hair back black, then she needs to dye her hair whatever natural color her hair is.
Yeah.
And if you're not approaching her with this conversation, then we can get litigious.
That part. When I was working for the lawyers, that's I think for me that's when it really clicked, when I was working for the attorneys. And I was just like, this one lady do whatever she want with her hair and she be having her tattoos out. Y'all really not about to tell me nothing.
Yeah.
Like, so after that, I was just like, yeah, I'm going to do what I want. And I really do dare somebody to say something to me. And then like this week, I had like this large meeting and I think I told you about it. Like we got on the meeting and we were waiting for more people to join. And one of the ladies, she's like a deputy director or whatever. She started talking to one of the other ladies that she knew on the call. And she's like, oh, turn your camera on. I haven't seen you in so long. How's your Loc Journey going? Mind you, this is a large meeting and we have a lot of non-Black people on the call. They going back and forth talking about locks. They talking to this other lady. They're like, oh yeah, Jess, you should join the journey. Like, join the journey. I'm like, I work for the right place.
Listen,
I was in a meeting like that too. And it was with the like chief of staffs of like the agency. And somebody was like, I really like your afro. And I was like, oh, thank you. And then like the other Black people started commenting and I was like, this is so awkward right now. Like,
you're not used to it.
Yeah, I mean, but also it was because of the level of the meeting. And
it was the level of the meeting. I'm just like,
hey guys.
Okay.
I mean, they were like, Sean, you can start now. Because I was doing a presentation. And it was like, you can start now.
After everyone finished complimenting you.
And I was like, I don't know where to start now.
Yeah, I do enjoy that. The fact that like it really was for me like encouraging to hear like women being very proud of like the fact of they changed their hair up and they're trying different things and they really embraced having, you know, locks and they embraced the natural journey. Like the one was like, yeah, this one she does wigs, so I wish I was as talented as her because she can have her locks out, then she'll throw a wig on top. Like I'm like, we just okay.
Listen,
all right,
versatility.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, I do enjoy that about like working in an organization that's very accepting and diverse now. But yeah. So we hope you enjoyed this episode talking about laundry and hair. We hope you tune into our next episode that'll be dropping. In the meantime, like, share, comment, subscribe, see old episodes, wait for the new episode, love us, follow us, but also subscribe. We thank you.
And all that jazz.
Yeah. Love y'all.
Ciao.
Thank you for watching.